Okay, everybody, we're going to try something different today. We're going to do an NP3 game here this evening, and this will be different. At the board, I can't get to shrink any further than that. So if I do miss your comments, I do apologize. We're going to be doing the San Francisco Giants versus the Atlanta Braves. This will be played at the old Candlestick Park, 1978, April 19th. Starting pitcher for we'll get the starting lineups right here, right off the bat. We're going to transfer the lineups over. Okay, for Atlanta, the starting lineup is Rod Gilbert to be our second baseman. Roland Office playing center field. I think his name is Don Asseltine. He's the right fielder. Jeff Burrows, our left fielder. Biff Polkaroba. Dale Murphy, who's finally getting a chance to play the ball game like he was supposed to when he first started. Bobby Bonnell, who came out of Pittsburgh, if I remember right. Mr. Rocket and Dick Ruthven is our pitcher for Atlanta. Jim Barr is the pitcher for San Francisco. We'll introduce the San Francisco lineup as we go along. Everybody knows I do enjoy playing this game. It's got one of the best stat packages I've ever seen. I do believe that the gameplay needs work on at a few places, so here we go. Rod Gilbert is up to bat versus Jim Barr. Jim Barr so far this season. Jim Barr has, so far this season, he's 1-0, pitched 13 innings, has 6 strikeouts, 1 walk, and ERA of 2.84. Now, again, I roll my own dice. Once I get a second camera, I'll be able to put it on the dice and everybody can see what I'm rolling. We're going to start off with the 66 from Mr. Gilbreth. And here we go. It's going to be a 42. Mr. Gilbreth, he doubles over to first base, and he is on second. Nice play from Mr. Gilbreth. Our next batter is Roland Office. He's batting 160. As you can see by the way the dice play, things change. Batting averages and everything. We got a 44 from Mr. Office. This is going to be a single over second. Mr. Gilbert scores for the first run of the game real quick for Atlanta. Actually, no, I take that back. He is out on a throw from the center fielder to the catcher. Great throw by Herndon of San Francisco over the hill of South the catch. So it is out. I take that back. I apologize. I missed the first time. Next batter is Brian Asseltine. I do apologize for that mistake too. He is batting 0-0-0 in 8 plate appearances. And here's the pitch to him from Jim Barr. Here we go. To 65. They have a chance. The possible air raid the way this game goes. And it's going to be at 36. No error, so it would be a foul out to our third baseman, who is Larry Evans. And 2 away. Jeff Burrows batting 321. 2 home runs, 4 RBIs. He's had a 3-game hitting streak at one time during the game. And to 23 for the pitch to him, and he strikes out. And San Francisco's coming up to bat. Larry Herndon, our center fielder who made that great play in the first inning, at the top inning, is playing. Dick Ruthven is our pitcher. And he is batting 409 with 3 RBIs as leadoff hitter for San Francisco. And here is the pitch. It's a 13. He walks. He's got a chance to steal. 25. He'll stay at first base. One of the things I don't like about the game is the fact that they go and steal first. You have to rely on the game to take care of the rest of the stolen bases. Darrell Evans is our third baseman. He's batting 275, 2 home runs, 7 RBIs. He is batting decently against Dick Ruthven. We have an 11 on him. He's going to get a second roll. Here's our chance. First chance for San Francisco to do something. And it's going to be a double. Larry Herndon advances over to third base. Bill Madlock is batting 417 for San Francisco. He has 3 RBIs so far this game. And here's his chance against Ruthven. It's a 13. He is going to walk. The bases are loaded. The great Willie McCovey. This is towards one of his last seasons. He's playing first base today. He is batting at 265, 2 home runs, 7 RBIs. And with the bases loaded, here we go. It's a 16. We're going to have a fielder's choice. The runner on third will score. The runner on second goes to third. There's a chance for Willie McCovey to steal, one of those rare chances. He cannot get there, so the runner at second is out. Do believe that was Madlock. And Willie McCovey gets on the fielder's choice. Darrell Evans advances to third. Larry Herndon scores. It's a 1-0 San Francisco game. Jack Clark is our batter. We're going to put the infield in. I can do that. See if we can keep Evans from scoring. Jack Clark is our batter. And it's a 34. He has a chance. Looks like a possibility for the out. Unfortunately, he does. He flies out to center field but on the tag up, our man on third scores. Mr. Evans, I believe it was. Will McCovey stays on first. And with 2 away, 2-0 San Francisco. Jerry Whitfield's our batter. And it's a 15 for him. And he singles over to left center. William McCovey tries to go to third, and he is thrown out by the center fielder to the third baseman, Barry Bonnell. So that is going to be the third out of the game. Of the inning, it is now 2-0 San Francisco. The Atlanta's back up to bat. Biff Pocoroba is our batter. He is, right now, he is batting .450, 22 plate appearances. He's the carrot catcher. And here's the pitch by Jim Barr. It's a 23. And it had the advance rule, whatever, I'm not sure what that means towards this game. But Mr. Pocoroba will now have a single. He got some chances. He doesn't steal bases, but he has been caught this season. That's the other thing about this game that sort of makes it a little difficult. Where in other games I played, everybody knows my favorite, Digital Diamond, every batter has a chance to steal. Every batter has a bigger chance to get caught. Dale Murphy, towards his first, he's batting .118. He has 1 home run, 4 RBIs. And here is the pitch. And he has a single. Chance for him to steal second. It's not going to happen. Biff Pocoroba takes third. And there are 2 strikes on our next batter, who is Barry Bonnell. He is playing third base today instead of outfield. Normally he's an outfielder. Here's the pitch by Jim Barr. It's a 35. And he strikes out. That's Jim Barr's second strikeout. Pat Rocket batting .036 as the shortstop for Atlanta. And here's the pitch with 1 away. It's a 55. He singles over short. Makes it a 2-1 game. Biff Pocoroba scores. Dale Murphy advances to second. And with 1 away, our pitcher is up. He is going to bunt. It is a 33. And he sacrifices everybody over to second, over to third. He is out at first, obviously, on a 4 to, I believe it's on a 1 to 4. Yeah, on a 3 to 4 play for anybody who's keeping score with these scorecards. And somewhere along the line, I'll learn how to mail these out to everybody. Well, everybody will do scorecards when we're doing the games. How's that for fun? Rod Gilbreth is our batter. He is 0 he's 1 for 1 today. He got the first hit of the game. And it's a 13 for Mr. Gilbreth. It's a pass ball by Jim Barr. Dale Murphy advances. Pat Rocket goes to third on her pass ball. It is now a 2-2 game. And Rod Gilbreth is back to him. Jim Barr throws to Gilbreth. It's a 55. And he flies out to Larry Herndon for the third out. But at the inning, it's 2 runs for Atlanta. 2 runs on 3 hits. Sacrifice the score run, the move, and a pass ball. And here we go. Mark Hill, our catcher, is up to bat. Here's the pitch. It's a simple little ball. Next pitch. He pops out to the third baseman. 1 away for San Francisco. Johnny LeMaster is our next player. It's a 31. He walks and stays on first. Jim Barr's our pitcher. He's batting. And we're going to see if we can sacrifice him along. We'll bunt Mr. LeMaster. It's a 66. Sacrifice about over 3 to 4. Here we go. Larry Herndon's our batter. He also got the first hit of the game for San Francisco right off the bat, if everybody remembers. Nice little double. And it's a 25. He singles. Hill will score, or LeMaster will score. Chance for Herndon to steal a base. No, sir. He is caught. He was nailed. He was nailed trying to steal second. But the run does score. It is 3 to 2 San Francisco on Herndon's single. LeMaster scored. And Atlanta's up to bat. Rolling off this. He is 1 for 1 this game. So far he singled. He got the second on the out of home plate. And it's a 53. Flies out to Whitfield for the first out. Brian Asselstein is our next batter. And 65, it's going to be a single for him. Don't mind my stuff, guys. And gets a single out of this. Gets a chance for the stolen base for Mr. Asselstein. Does not get us at 31. But he is on first. Jeff Burrows, 0 for 1 for this game. So far in the first inning, he struck out. Jim Barr, here's the pitch. It's a 64. And they gave him a ball on this one here, so I'll see something's going on that could stop Asselstein from doing anything. That is a no throw. One of the dice did not go into my box, so I have to throw it again. It's a 54. And he flies out to right field. Asselstein holds, stays on first. Biff Pocorobo, who's 1 for 1. Single in the second inning, scored on the run by Pat. Scored on Pat Rocket. And 66. Here we go for Mr. Pocorobo. 34. He's got a single. Runner's going to go over to third. Can he attempt to hold his base? Yes, he does. Moves Brian Asselstein to third on the single. He's at first base. There are 2 down. And Dale Murphy is our batter. Batting 143 now. He is 1 for 1. He has scored one of the runs. Here's the pitch. It's a 51. And he singles. Pocorobo takes second. And we have a run into first. And that would be Brian Asselstein's score. So it's now a 3-3 game here. Obviously, this is not turning to one of those pitcher's duels we know about. Okay, next batter is Bobby Bonnell. And I've previously thrown the dice. Sorry about that, guys. It is a 66, which means he gets anything he wants here most of the time. And it's a 16. And he has doubled with 2 runs. Doubled in 2 runs in. Our pitcher's now down to a D rate. But he's knocked in. Murphy and Pocorobo. Atlanta's now up 5-3. Jim Barr is now rated D. They don't have any lower rating than this. We're just going to try to finish the inning for Mr. Barr. Barry Bonnell is on second. Pat Rocket's our batter. He is also 1 for 1. Has an RBI in this game. And here's the pitch. It's 61. He flies out to our shortstop. And I'll take care of I'll take care of Atlanta in the top of the third. It is now a 5-3 game for Atlanta. 5 runs, 9 hits, no errors for Atlanta. 3-3-0 for the Giants. And quick look-see. There we go. Okay. In the bottom of the third inning, Darrell Evans is our batter. First time up. He is 1 for 1. He doubled in the first inning. Advanced turn over to third base. Here he is, 15. He's got a single. He rakes over to first. Does he get a chance to steal a base? No, he's got a 41. And he can't get the jump. Oh, there we go. Okay. But he is on first. Bill Matlock's our batter. He's batting .417. He is 0 for 0. He walked his first time up. Here's the pitch on a hit and run chance. Day 21, he flies out, but Errol Evans holds, flies out to our left fielder, and Evans holds. Willie McCovey is 0 for 1, but he has an RBI based on his sacrifice, the sacrifice they call it. And here's the pitch to McCovey. It's a 36. And this has got a chance for an out. And Willie McCovey pops out to Barry Bonnell. 2 away. Jack Clark is our batter right now. He is 0 for 0. He also has one of the RBIs for San Francisco. Did on a sacrifice fly where McCovey did his on a fielder's choice. Here is the pitch. It is a 62. And he flies out to center field, and that is 1-2-3 for the Giants. It's a 5-3 game. Atlanta is up the top of the fourth. Dick Ruffin, who is 0 for 0. He first time up there back in the I believe it's the second or third inning. There he is. Sacrifice bunt. Advance the runners from second to third, and one from first to second. He's on his own now, and it's a 15 for Ruthven. Singles. Dick Ruthven gets a hit to first base. Very good for Mr. Ruthven. Rod Gilbert is now batting a whopping 100. He's 1 for 2. He made it, and he got on it. He passed ball. He flied out the center fielders last time up. It's a 46 this time. Double play ball on a 5 round the horn. 5-4-3 double play. 2 away. The pitcher's best friend. Yes, I do have Jim Barr still in there. I apologize. I meant to take him out. We're going to let him finish the inning. And rolling off is on 62, and he strikes out. And that was easy enough for Mr. Barr. Terry Whitfield's our batter. He is 1 for 1. He is on a current 7-game hitting streak in this league. So he's all set. He just struck out to Ruthven, though. That's 1 away. Mark Hill is our next player. He's our catcher. He is 0 for 1. He popped out to the third baseman. This is a 22 this time. He does single. And he will stay on first. Can't get the jump for the stolen base. Singles to left center. He is on first. Johnny LeMaster. He's so far 0 for 0. He's 0 for 0. Yeah. First time up. And he walked. I believe he was one of the runs that got scored. So here we go. And actually, no, he did score. He did score a run. He also got a walk. He gets a 21 this time. Flies out to left field. Our runner holds. Jim Barr is going to be replaced for a pinch hitter. He is going to be done for an early out game here. We're going to bring in a hitter for San Francisco, which we don't have much here. Mike Ivey is probably our best bet, but it's a little early in the game for him. So we are going to bring in, and we're going to look at the pinch hit stats, by the way, there, so I got him here. Okay, Mike Ivey obviously has done, no one's actually gotten hit for the pinch hitters. We're going to bring him in, though. Always give players a try. I do not look at the ratings. We're going to bring in a new player, John Tamargo, who will be our batter. He will be our pinch hitter. This is his first time bat for the season. He's pinch hitting for Barr. He is a catcher by trade. And here's the pitch. Oop, it's a 12. And it's got a field of choice, runner out at second. So at the end of the inning, it is no runs, 1 hit, no errors. And the double play did a wipeout job, but pretty much what it is. Okay, now to find the relief pitchers. And we've got enough of them out here, so I'm not worried about that. And I can always look up and see what they did last. Okay, Charlie Williams, who's been already, been in 3 games, pitched briefly 3 to 3rd innings, 8 hits, 8 earned, 4 walks, has an ERA of 21.60. Let's not bring him in yet. Okay. Randy Moffitt's one of our closers. We're not going to bring him in. Lynn McLaughlin's another one. Gary Lavelle. Last time he pitched was the 18th versus the Braves. He has been in 3 games, 9 innings, 4 hits, 3 walks, 6 strikeouts, and has an earned rating of 0. He will be our pitcher for the next type. Possibly could even get the win in there. He will be our pitcher. Okay. Gary Lavelle. He is 1-0 again. There's a batting average against of 133. He's an excellent pitcher. But this is where the other fault of the game is. This does not change the batter's cards. So, here we go. It's a 36. And Brian Asseltine walks. He get the stolen base? No, he does not. He stands. He gets held. 2 balls, no strikes on him. On Jeff Burrows. Jeff Burrows, our batter. He is 0 for 2 today. Does have a strikeout. He struck out once to Mr. Barr. 55, and he singles to left center. Brian Asseltine advances to second. Runners are now on first and second. Biff Pokerum, who's 2 for 2 today, scored 2 runs, is our next batter. And here we go. It is a 15. And he singles. Runner scores on second. Asseltine scores. Burrows takes second. And Biff Pokeroba is on first. Again, like I said, there's our problem with concerning stolen bases. Dale Murphy is our next batter. He is also 2 for 2 today. Has an RBI, scored 2 runs. And it is a 33. He's got a chance here. It's a 35 for Dale Murphy. He triples in 2 runs. He's on third. There's still no out for the inning. Laval right now is getting racked. And it's 3 runs for Atlanta, sitting on an 8-3 game. It's turning into a Atlanta blowout, which is a rarity with my games here on this channel. Barry Bonnell's our batter. Dale Murphy's on third. Infield is in. Try to prevent another run from scoring in. Here's the pitch by Laval. It is a 14. And here we go for the possible error. 62, not going to happen. Barry Bonnell does sacrifice to the left fielder. Dale Murphy scores because it counts the hit as a sacrifice, and Atlanta's 4th run of the inning scores. Pat Rocket is next up. And here is the pitch to Pat Rocket. He's got a possible chance for a hit, but very rarely. And this time he does not. He flies out to our center field. Dick Ruffin is our batter. We're going to keep him in the game. We do have a 9-3 lead going for the man. He can stick around for a little bit. And he strikes out. Larry Herndon for San Francisco will be our next batter. He is 1 for 1. Has a run, has an RBI. He has walked. Last time up. And I'm looking. He's last time up. He's signaled, run a score, but that's where William McCovey got caught going to third base. And here's the pitch to Larry Herndon. It's a 62. He strikes out to Ruffin. That is Ruffin's second strikeout, who has 3 walks. Darrell Evans is our next batter. He is 2 for 2 today. Has a run scored. Last time up. Okay, so we got here. Hold on, I gotta find him. Everybody hang in here. He signaled to first. Matlock tried if everybody remembers. This time it's a 64. And he also strikes out. Bill Matlock is 0 for 1 today. Flied out to left field last time up. And here's the pitch. A 24. And he strikes out. And Ruffin has struck out the side. Gary Laval still in here. He is down to a D level. We'll bring him in for one more inning. We'll see what happens. Maybe he can get he gets the shakes out of him. Rod Gilbert, who's 1 for 3 today. Here's the pitch. And it is a single. Does he get a chance to steal? No, he does not. And Laval just does not have it today at all. We're going to bring him out. See if we can find a pitcher in here we can look for. John Curtis, who's been in 2 games, hasn't pitched in a while. He's gotten 4 innings, 2 games, 1 save, 3 hits, 1 earned run, 3 strikeouts, has an ERA of 2.25. Let's see if he can stop the bloodshed from going on any further. John Curtis will be our next batter, will be our next pitcher. He relieves Gary Laval. He has a B rating, which means I got him for a little while anyway. And our next is Roland Office. Gilbert's on first. New pitcher in. Here's the pitch. It is a 26. And he flies out to right. Gilbert's still on first. 1 away. Brian Asteen's 1 for 2. Has scored 2 of the Atlanta 9 runs this game. Has 1 walk for him. Here's the pitch. And he singles. Gilbert takes second on the play. Does not go any further. Coaches hold him up. Batters on first. Brian Asselstein. Jeff Burrows 1 for 3. And here's the pitch. It is a 31. Grounds out third to first. Everybody advances over on the play. It must have been a slow ground ball, and it sure was, according to the replay here. And there are 2 away. Runners on second and third. Biff Pocorobo, who's 3 for 3, is having a game today. Now batting .522 with 2 RBIs. He has scored 3 runs himself. Here's the pitch. It's a 31 for Pocorobo. He walks. The bases are loaded. Dale Murphy's 3 for 3 today. His average has now got up to 189. He has scored 3 runs himself. Has 3 RBIs himself today. And here's the pitch by Curtis. It's a 65. It is a walk with the strikeout. So I take that back. Hold on here. Let me look. Just be safe. It is a walk. Curtis has walked the run in. That was Laval's last walk. We'll take a look at the box score, see what Laval's going to do when we get done here. And next bat is Barry Bonnell. It is a 66. This is never good. 42. It is a double left center. Let me take a look, see what we got. It is a double left center. All three runs will score. It is a 13-3 game for Atlanta. Barry Bonnell is on second. Curtis is going to be done at the end of this inning. The Giants and the bloodshed is still going. Pat Rocket is up, and he pops out to our shortstop, and is at this game. 4 runs scored by Atlanta on 1, 2, 3 hits. It looks like 3 hits, 2 walks. Double by Bonnell, just pretty much just turned it loose. William McCovey is our batter for San Francisco. Atlanta has 16 hits this game. They have turned into a bloodshed. Let's take a look at the box score real quick. You can see what's going on. Jim Barr, for his line of work, has given up 10 hits, 5 runs, 4 of them earned, struck out 3. Gary Lavelle had 1 inning pitched, 5 runs, all earned, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. John Curtis himself has now 3 earned runs. It is a complete bloodshed going on right now. Let's get back to our game. And William McCovey is our batter. He is 0 for 2. A 33. He doubles the second. And San Francisco Giants has now finally got the first hit in quite a bit. Next batter is Jack Clark. He is 0 for 1 today. He does have an RBI though. Here's the pitch. It's a 46. He grounds out third to first. William McCovey stays on second. Terry Whitfield, he's our next batter. He is 1 for 2 today. Struck out 1 time. To Ruthven, here's the pitch. And 11. Whitfield has a chance to do something for the Giants. 24, and he doubles. McCovey scores. Whitfield's back is on second base. It is a 13-4 game now. And our next batter is Mark Hill. Mark Hill is up there, and it's 11 for him. Here's our chance for Hill. 34. And he doubles. So far this inning, Ruth has given up 3 doubles in a ground out, 1 away. It is now 13-5. Ruthven's starting to get tired, but his grade's still showing, so he's still in there. And 32 for Johnny LeMaster. Grounds out 4-3. Mark Hill takes third on the throw to first. And John Curtis, who didn't do anything, we're going to bring in another one. And we are going to bring in Mike Ivey. They need to do something here. Okay. And here's our pinch hitter. Mike Ivey's batting has got 1 RBI so far this season. And it's a 52. And he grounds out third to first. Dick Ruthven. We're in the top of the 7th inning. It's a 13-5 game. Ruthven's getting tired. We've got all sorts of players to bring in. We're going to bring in Gary Matthews. Everybody remembers Sarge. Better known for the thing. Gary Matthews will come in to pinch hit. And he's bagged so far 192, 1 home run, 3 RBIs. Here's the pitch to Sarge. It is a I need to change pitcher. Sorry about that. I'll leave my dice where they are. That's my fault. I apologize, everybody. Okay. And Greg Minton will be our pitcher. He's last time was on the 13th. He has an ERA of 0, struck out 1. He'll be the new pitcher. And Greg Minton's now in here. He's had batting average against 200. He's well into 1 inning. It was a 56, by the way. There we go. And Gary Matthews pops out the third baseman. Or shortstop. Do apologize. And Rod Gilbert, he is 2 for 4 today. Has 1 run. Here's the pitch. Grounds out to our shortstop, 6-3. There's 2 away. Greg Minton still out here. And 2, rolling off. It's a 25. He singles over to first. Chance to steal the base. Doesn't get the chance. He's held on first. Alrighty. Brian Alstein, who's 2 for 3 today, has scored 3 runs, 1 with a walk. 53. And he singles over. Run over to third. Roll off, runs over to third. On the throw to third base, Brian Alstein does take second base. Jeff Burrows is our next batter. He is 1 for 4 today. Here's the pitch. He grounds out to short. It's short to first to McCovey, and Minton holds. It's now 13-5. Bottom of the 7th. Larry Herndon. Pitch. 51. No, he's not the pitcher. That's where we're going to let it go. He singled. And that takes care of Matthew's debut as a pitcher, guys. Okay, so everybody knows that. New pitcher. Okay. At the 7th inning will be Craig Skoke. Craig Skoke so far this season has thrown in 1 game, went 4 innings, gave up 1 hit, 1 run, walked 2, struck out 3. He'll be our new pitcher probably to the rest of the game. It's not really doing the slop job, it's just the way things are going. Darrell Evans, our batter, to 66 for him. That's a home run down the left field fence. And 2 runs will score, and it is a 13-7 game. Next batter is Bill Madlock. Craig Skoke is still our pitcher. It's a 23. And here we go. It's a 35, so it will be, he grounded out to our first baseman, Dale Murphy, unassisted. 13-7, no runners on. William McCovey is our batter. He is 1 for 3 today. He doubled back in the 6th inning. Here's the pitch. And here we go. And he also grounds out Dale Murphy unassisted. Dale Murphy's just having him come walk right up to him. It's almost like throwing horseshoes. Just bouncing to him, he's stepping on the bag. 2 away. Biff Pokerova is our batter. Here we go. It's a 26. And he flies out to left field, ends the inning. Craig Minton's still in there. We'll let him throw another inning until he gets up due to bat. And here we go. Top of the 8th. That's the other thing of this game. He's a D rating. I'm still pitching this man. That's why I say the play needs real serious work. The statistics are some of the most fantastic statistics you can get in any of these games. If any of the games pick up this statistic package, it would be perfect. And Digital Down would be the one to do it. Next batter is Dale Murphy. It's a 45 to him. And he walks. Craig Minton's going to be done if this keeps going here. Let's see if we can at least get an out. Barry Bonello's 2 for 3. 6 RBIs on the day and a strikeout. It's a 45 to him. And he walks. The bases are loaded. And Minton's going to be done. We're going to bring in Tom Heinzelman. Nope, never mind. That's a hitter. Sorry about that. Gonna bring in a new kid, Eddie Plank. He's pitched 1 time already for 1/10 of an inning. Struck out the only player, the batter he's faced. He will be our new pitcher. And here he is. He's a brand new kid. Just really getting started. I know he did something later on in the season, but the way this game allows me to do this. Here's his first chance to play. It's a double play, 6-4-3. And I do believe that Pokerova scored. Murphy's takes third, but it is a 6-4-3 double play, 2 away. And any run is scored. Craig Skoke is our pitcher. We're going to bring him out. We're going to bring in somebody else. Glenn Hubbard. Normally a second baseman. He'll come into pinch hit. And here's the pitch. 13. Wild pitch. Murphy does score on a wild pitch by Eddie Plank. Hubbard still at bat. Ball thrown. Run around third. Ball to the batter. And here's the pitch. And he grounds out to the second baseman. Glenn Hubbard, who's not a pitcher. We'll make that mistake again. Come on. There we go. All right. And I'm going to bring in Dave Campbell. Everybody knows him by now from ESPN, I believe. He does it now. He does the broadcast for them. Dave Campbell's pitching now. This is first, I believe, this is his first time out here. And Terry Whitfield's the batter. Here's the pitch on a 15-7 game. There we go. Whitfield does. He flies out. He grounds out to the shortstop. 6-3 for your scorecarders. Mark Hill, 2 for 3. RBI. Here's the pitch. Another 55. He gets a single. Does he get to steal the base? No, he's going to get caught. On a 2-4. Nice throw by the catcher. And that's the second Giant I think has been caught stealing today. 2 away. Gary LeMaster. Johnny LeMaster, I'm sorry, is 0 for 2 today. Does have a run, does have a walk. Here's the pitch. And an error on the shortstop to the bat at the first. And LeMaster's going to get caught. And yeah, I know I can change the way they do the stolen bases, but I'll let it go. LeMaster's caught. He got caught also. 2 caught stealing today. LeMaster got on an error by our shortstop on a throw. And it is 15-7. Eddie Plank is still out here. Here we go. Top of the ninth for Atlanta. 62. Gilda flies out to the right field. Rolling office. 21. Flies out to the left. And Brian Asseltine. A 13. He walks. And he's caught stealing. Okay, bottom of the ninth. Now, before I go any further, I promised Beatles a story. When I was playing minor league baseball, Beatles, and I was just learning the game, I played second base. And of course, in Little League and second base, especially minor league, you really didn't you get a lot of plays because there was always walks and strikeouts. So I had to do another year because I was 8 years old. I wasn't ready for Little League yet. And the coach looked at me and said, "How'd you like to watch the game at all times? How'd you like to be able to watch the game?" And play at the same time. I go, "Yeah, I'd love to do that." He says, "Here," and he handed me the catching equipment. And I learned how to catch. And I was pretty good at it, too. I could nail players. And my first year in Little League, I caught. And I caught for a guy who actually was one of the best players out there ever. And for 4 years, I caught at least 3 no-hitters. I hit about, for Little League, I hit 400. I hit doubles. I never hit home runs, but I hit doubles. And I was good at that. And at the same time, when I was getting older, I all of a sudden started watching my mom keep scores for my brother's games. And I looked at her and I says, "Can I watch and can I try?" So she handed me a scorecard. And as she was going along, I was doing the same thing, but I was learning what the codes were, what K meant, what BB meant, all the old school stuff. And I learned to keep score. And so when I got into high school, I didn't play baseball because there was no call for 110-pound catchers. So I learned to keep score. And I've been keeping score for almost 50 years. I got paid to do it at a Little League in Milton, Florida, where they took baseball seriously. I scored 3 leagues because I was honest on what I did. I have scored high school baseball. I have scored college baseball. And now I do it here. When I grew up, I finally got old enough, my son turned around and told the baseball coach, "My dad can keep score." I kept score for another Little League on an Air Force base, which teed me up because they didn't do places and how you did. Everybody gets when I started first seeing the participation award. Boy, that ticked me off. So last time I still never played Little League too. And he got to high school. I learned how to score football, and I learned how to score basketball. And that's what I've been doing ever since. Yes, I love the game, and that's how I learned the statistics. I keep the history with me all the time. As Al will tell you, Eric, Jester, they all tell you, I keep tabs. I keep the historical version of them. If they need a history lesson real quick, I pull it out. I enjoy doing this. This is the most fun I've ever had since I've ever played this game, and I don't ever want to give it up, and I probably won't. And I like NPIII for statistics. I love Digital Diamond because when I throw the dice, nothing's ever the same. As you can see by some of my stats up here, and I'll show you some more when I get done. We are in the bottom of the ninth. Tom Heinzelman's pitching. It's the batter. He's got his only plate appearance. He's gotten a hit, and it's a 54 for him. And Eddie Plank here, Mr. Heinzelman, Dave Campbell flies against the fly out to right field. Larry Herndon, he is 2 for 3 today. Has a RBI, has a walk and a strikeout, and he strikes out to Dave Campbell. Here we go, down to Darrell Evans, who has the only home run in the game, as a matter of fact, 2 RBIs for the Giants, and it is a 36. And the game's over. He is struck out. Thankfully, it is 15-7. And here we go. First thing I always do is I save the game. Making sure the date's correct. Game is over. 15-7. Does that. Okay. In all honesty, Skoke and Campbell both get holds. Actually, they both get holds. I get to take that. Nobody gets a save. It was too far out of hand. As you see by our 4 pictures here. So we'll do that first. We will save the data. Yes, we want to include it. Okay, this is where I like Beatles. All right. Now, Gary Matthews, who got an infinity, but that will never happen, so don't worry about that. Obviously, he didn't get in there. Got my 2 holds. You have to consider your own holds, and you have to consider your own saves. So it's up to you. It's advised that you know the 1978 rules back then, which I think still was 3 innings for the pitcher, and also the batter had to be either up or on deck for the save to take effect. Dick Ruffin, 5 runs, 8 hits, went 6 innings, struck out 4, walked 3. Dave Campbell on the back end got 1 hit, 2 walks, faced 6 batters. They always tell you how many batters they face. Jim Bard takes the loss. This is one thing this thing does do. It gives you the win or the loss of the pitchers. But you have to consider, again, hold and saves. Now, for our batters. Hi, Al. Now, for our batters. Here's Atlanta. Biff Pokerrow was our man. Went 4 for 4 on 5, scored 5 runs. Dale Murphy scored 5 runs on 3 hits on 3 at-bats. 4 RBIs, 1 RBI for Biff Pokerrow, but Barry Bonnell, to me, would be the hero of the game. Had 6 RBIs. Now, what I want to show you is most part, they got who struck out, stolen bases, caught stealings, sacrifice flies, sacrifice hits, grounded double plays. Who did that? But here's your fielding stats. Not any of the other games I know of, and they probably do, but Digital Diamond does not have this kind of a stat package. But you can see who did what. How many putouts, how many assists, how many errors, and what their batting average is now. Atlanta doesn't have a huge batting average. Okay, and you know these players, if you ever know from 1978, rolling off is actually better than that. Down here for the Giants, and I've got this because I had so many pitch hitters show up. I can't get this to extend out any further, so Dale Evans went 3 for 5, the only home run in the game. He also had only 1 putout over third base, 2 assists. Terry Whitfield went 2 for 4. Mark Hill went 3 for 4, but they really didn't come out at the right time. A lot of RBIs, and none of the pitch hitters did anything, but the totals were 7 runs, 11 hits, but they had 4 doubles to Atlanta's 3. 7 RBIs, 12 RBIs, and here we go. So we'll go from there. Standings. Not bad, pretty decent, pretty easy. I can take everything to Excel and drop them in there. And I'm at the 19th. I've got 1 more game to finish 19th in the National League. Philadelphia and New York are slugging it out. Dodgers and Houston are slugging out. They're half game behind. California is the best team in the league. Or the rate my dice are rolling. Kansas City's 2.5 back. Baltimore and Milwaukee are tied for first in the American League East. Boston is 3.5 back at 3-7. Way the dice roll, I take it as they are. They are on a current 5-game losing streak. Now, what I have here is I have statistics. Check this out for your statistics. I can either go by team for each one, or I can pick up the batting leaders themselves. For the American League right now, there's your batting averages. Lou Piniella is leading the league with a 458 average. Reggie Jackson and Jim Rice are both tied for the most home runs. Jackson though leads in RBIs. Rod Carew has 24 hits so far this season. And there's the first half. Okay, here's the second half. Only one grand slam has been hit was by Lee May of the Orioles. Doubles is by Sal Bando and Rick Brilson are tied. Clint Hurdle of the Royals, Chet Lemon of the White Sox have triples. Rory Smalley has walked the most. He has the best die. Gary Alexander of the Athletics has 15 strikeouts. Jerry Remy has been caught the most. As you can see, where here the stolen bases do go a little bit better. Campaneris has 11. DeLeon has 11. Willie Randolph has 11. It actually works pretty darn good. I don't mind that at all. That's the American League batting. The National League batting was still one game to go, like I said. Biff Pocoroba of the Atlanta Braves, based on 25 plate appearances, is batting .542. But for you and me and a few of the other purists, Steve Henderson of the Mets is actually leading the league right now. Greg Luzinski has 4 home runs. National League's not hitting as many. Steve Henderson of the Mets does lead the league in RBIs and runs and hits. There's our plate appearance on base percentage, and there's our slugging percentages. In our second category in the National League, there we go. Dale Murphy's the one to hit a home run. I figure that's how he got his. Pete Rose leads in doubles with 7. Steve Henderson leads in triples with 3. George Foster has the best die at 12. Rick Mundy has the sweetest swing right now at 18. Cesar Cedeno has 8. Gary Templeton has 7. Keith Hernandez has been caught the most times. Pitching leaders. This is just as good. These are great stats, I swear to God. I really do like them. Okay. Ken Brett with 16 innings leads, has a 0.00 ERA. Steve Comer, who's done relief pitching for the Rangers, is also there, but Nolan Ryan is the man. .33. Win leaders is still too early to really have anybody break out, but Nolan Ryan does have 38 strikeouts, followed by Ron Guidry with 30. That's just the way the dice roll. And like I said, the dice are based on the batters, not the pitchers. The cards never change. That's the one true fault of this game. Where in Digital Diamond, you can see it every time a batter changes. Action PC, things also change in there. You can see it. It's very subtle, but it's there. Things do change. Wayne Garland has the most losses for the Indians. They're with 3. Mike Marshall has 4 saves, 1 blown save. I actually hit him up for 1. The whip, Steve Comer has a .46, but Cam Brett's .55. Jim Palmer of the Orioles is .56. These are all great whips. And in the American League over here, Mike Flanagan of the Orioles. Surprised for the Orioles doing what they are. 2 of the pitchers, they've given up 10 home runs. Ron Guidry's thrown 3 complete games. That's not easy for me to do when they get down to that lower D. But when I take a look at this, why it's a judgment call on how you want to keep the pitchers in or not. This does not automatically shut you down like Digital Diamond can when they tell you the pitcher's tired. ISP, which stops you from throwing the pitcher anymore because he's reached his limit. So that's what you run into. Cam Brett has the lowest batting average against, 58. These are my shutouts so far this season. And yes, they do happen to quite a bit. Everybody's thrown at least 1 shutout. Nolan Ryan, which is 30-something strikeouts, has 18 walks. Sparky Law has blown the most. Over in our National League. Again, there's still one game out there. Gaylord Perry has given up no run average. Rich Sutcliffe, same way. J.R. Richard leads the league with strikeouts with 28. Okay, which is pretty much true back then. Jerry Kuzma of the Mets has thrown the most innings. John Candelaria has been hit for 3 losses. And everybody's pretty much got the rotation down to either 2 or 3. Bruce Sutter has 5 saves. Raleigh Eastwick of the Phillies has an ERA of .6. Mike Flanagan's given up, again, whoops, wrong league. Back to the National League right now. Bob Forsch of the Cardinals given up 4 home runs. Rick Rose has thrown 2 complete games. Mark Lamangelo of the Astros thrown 2 complete games. If you look at his stats for real in Baseball Reference, you'll find that that's not that good. He also wasn't that good of a pitcher. He has the lowest batting average against right now in the league. It's just the way they can. The way that that's really, he's thrown a shutout. J.R. Richards not only leads in strikes, leads in walks. So does Joe Niekro and Joaquin Andujar. The Astros have the most walks. These are your blown saves, and I've had a lot of them in the National League. But that's pretty much what it does. I could go by team. Not that hard to do. Let me give you the New York Yankees, who are not sitting all that well either. Okay, here's your batting leaders. Okay, we'll set this up for batting average. Okay, these are your batting leaders. Everybody who's played. Lou Pinaldo's, has been there. But there's your batting averages. If you see any surprises, let me know. They are there. Okay, one of the biggest ones is Mickey Rivers, who's batting 111. Okay, he only has 1 stolen base, but that's because of his batting average. Pitchers don't pitch. Pitchers normally don't bat. But that's pretty much what it looks like, okay? Here's our doubles for the Yankees. Chris Chambliss. Home runs. Right now, it's obvious. It's Reggie. Okay? But look who's next. Okay? BFD himself. Bucky Dent. 3 home runs, 6 RBIs. He's batting .270. Bucky Dent's like if he hit 3 home runs a season. Yankees pitching. Here's our pitchers. Okay? We go by earnings pitched. For everybody who's pitched so far, note the NPIII has 0. They're not in here. Okay, Gator still, like it says, thrown 3 complete games. All right, he's 2-1. Kenny Holtzman, who has been racked. Okay, but he's also managed to walk away without having to take a loss. This is the stat that I like. Check this out. Okay, there's your putouts. Chris Chambliss is a better one than Thurman Munson and Cliff Johnson combined. Our assists, a lot of assists by Bucky Dent, the shortstop. Errors, okay, there you go. I like this stat. It's a good fielding stat. Okay, double play balls. Bucky Dent's been involved in 9. Willie Randolph's been involved in 9. Chris Chambliss got 8, and Craig Knowles has got the other one. And this is what I like. It's a decent game. It really is. It's just not one of the best. Only because of the play, not the stats. The stats are some of the best I've ever seen. And also, unlike Digital Diamond, these guys do a different job. These guys follow the rules of earned run average. Where in Digital Diamond, don't. I had a game where I had 1 error in 1 inning. The team who I was going against scored 6 runs, and I had 5 unearned runs. And we know that doesn't happen with 1 error, so that's what happens. But anyway, this is National Pastime. Like I say, I do like the season. I have 4 seasons in here. I have the 1978, which I'm doing now. I have 1967. I have 1956. I have 1929. They're for certain things. My mother-in-law is 1929. My wife was born in 1956. 1967 was the Red Sox season. I'd like to replay that. I think they got away with one in the long run, even though they won. Now, the other fault with this game here is Digital Diamond will have my baseball schedule because it does the baseball schedule, not the games. They do also do the games played, but they also do the baseball schedule. This one here will stop the game. So if you look at 1978, these guys actually stop the games. If you look at Baseball Reference. But anywho, I thank everybody very much. Let me see if there's anybody in here who's dumb enough to watch this for me. And sorry guys, I do appreciate it. I couldn't get in here the way the game plays for me. I can't see you guys. I apologize. Yeah, I know. I had that problem. I couldn't figure that out either. It could be that when you were right. Guys, probably in for a cup of coffee. You want to check the 78 season there. Whoever said that. Everybody, I thank you much. It was a great game. I do apologize. Thank you to Stratomac Delaware, Eric from Higher Ground Gaming. Everybody check out his channel. This is always fun. Beatles, we're still waiting to hear more from you. But it was a great time. Thank you much. Like I said, Eric, thank you very, very much. Because I knew you'd like it. I want to thank everybody who did stick around for this. Eric, I might be able to help you out there if you want to get this game rolling. I'm not sure it is, but I do still. Okay. You can also, by the way, if you don't do the dice, there's also the dice. The game has its own dice. You want to play theirs. I just don't like that. I feel that the dice, sometimes the programming's in there that it still rigs to what the player can do. All I do is I change my file name all the time for Delaware. All I do is I just add the date. Otherwise, it stays itself. I have a folder already set up for 1978 that sets it up for me. Beatles, the game is a little on the pricey side. Bear with it. They don't give you the free season. You buy the game, then you have to buy 4. You actually do get a free season, then I bought 3 seasons with it. Yes, it is a bland interface too, Eric. I understand that. Anyway, guys, I thank you much. Everybody have a great evening. It was fun. It's a different game, and as you guys, everybody knows, I will probably be back on Digital Diamond. And I found a program, by the way, for any of you guys who do play Digital Diamond, there is a program out there. I got to see if I can find it that actually lets you change. It changes the way it's said. And Eric, good luck, and everybody have a great evening. It's getting cold. I got to catch the news so I can check the weather out for the morning, and I still have to work for a living. So even though I'm at 62, I still work, guys. Working on my retirement, though. Thank you very, very much.